seated. As you know, it's been a challenging week for our church and for me as well, as we celebrated the life of Curt Breland, who was pastor of our missions here at First Nortford. But it was a challenging week for our staff, a challenging week for me, challenging week for you. And we gathered together with you and family and friends, and we celebrated his life and celebrated the joy that is unfettered for him because he's in the presence of Jesus. I know that Curt celebrated yesterday and today and the next day and the next. And even now he is celebrating, not merely because Alabama squeaked out a win against Arkansas yesterday, but more importantly, he's celebrating because God's people have gathered together to worship Jesus the King. We join together to celebrate all that God has done and is doing. And I don't know if you know this. I shared this in different places at different times. I don't know if you know this, but Curt served faithfully in this church. Curt Breland served faithfully in this church for and with me for 17 years. And during those 17 years, Curt led our church to plant more than 30 churches around the world, to start a medical clinic and to start a coffee shop from which the gospel will be proclaimed, to take and lead and plan over 200 mission journeys to see countless hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of people who are far from God find life through faith in Jesus Christ. One of the hallmarks of Curt's mission and ministry, as well as mine, is 9 years ago partnering with David Potier and La Chapelle in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 9 years ago, we partnered with them and saw God do amazing and miraculous things as the church was planted and then grew and then continued to grow and planted other churches, not only in Montreal but also throughout Quebec. We celebrate our partnership, but there's more than that. It's family friendship. When David Potier, the pastor at La Chapelle, when he discovered that Curt had gone to be with Jesus, he called me, and we shared sorrow together. But then David, being a pastor and having a pastor's heart, he understood how challenging this week would be for you as a church, but also for me as a pastor. And he said, "Pastor, you don't have to do this, but I just want to offer, if you would let me, or if it would be helpful for you, I'm offering to fly down from Montreal and to preach on Sunday."